Hey everyone, how's it going? My name is Sarah Boykin. I'm a licensed mental health counselor, certified personal trainer. I teach nutrition, and I'm also very passionate about reselling clothing, saving it from landfills, and giving it new purpose in your closet. I am going to be streaming both here and Facebook today because I know I had friends across both platforms who wanted to be able to access this. So I'm going to go live on both and hopefully be able to make eye contact with everyone. What's up, Alexander? Nice to see you. We're going to get started in just a moment. It looks like... What? Here we go. All right. So we are live on both platforms. So I have been a little bit about my reselling journey. I have been reselling since about May of 2019. Some facts for you, just so you know how I have come to be in this place where it's a good side income for our family. I had sold by the beginning of this year, so I had been on the Poshmark app specifically, but I'm also on eBay and several of the other apps. I had sold at that point $10,000 in profit, and that was a year and a half in. And just yesterday, and the reason that I decided to go live is I actually have now doubled that. I crossed the $20,000 threshold yesterday. I actually have the item that I crossed the threshold with. I wanted to share it with you guys. It is this beautiful, authentic Burberry Novacek tote. I did initially source this on, I think on Mercari. And then I wore it for a little bit, and then I decided that I was going to flip it. And I think that's one of the best parts of being a reseller is you have a constantly revolving closet. So sold this yesterday, crossed that big threshold, and as I had promised on my Facebook, said that I would go live once I hit the next milestone in my business. So in just 7 months, which is like 2.5 times faster, I've doubled that. And I think that's to be said of anything. When you do something consistently, you're going to improve upon it. You're going to learn things. You're going to implement it into your business. And then profits will go more quickly, hopefully. So I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to share 5 ideas today to help you improve your reselling business. Now, this doesn't just have to be Poshmark. This is also very applicable. Let's say you have furniture to sell on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp or Let Go. They are now one. These will be applicable for that. Feel free to share this out with anyone that you know who is interested in reselling or earning additional income. Once again, I've got Instagram here and Facebook here, and that's why my eyes are darting back and forth. And then at the very end of this video, for those of you who are interested, I'm going to show you my newest thrift haul so that you might see the types of things that I selectively pick up. So I did a video kind of like this at the very beginning of the pandemic, of the shutdown, in March, the very end of March last year. At that time, I had sold 100 items. I've now sold close to 1,100 items. So the pandemic has been a very busy time for me, in addition to the fact that I'm a mental health counselor. So you can imagine all the ways that pandemia is a lot for a mental health counselor. And with that, I had put out a video for people who might be furloughed and looking for additional sources of income. So that was some basic ideas. This is more fine-tuned. There are 5 ideas. The first is that I use Google Lens. What is Google Lens? Google Lens is this amazing app. You can download it to your phone for free. And it gives you the ability to take a picture of an item. So if I have this Novacek bag, I could take a picture of it on my phone, just next to the search bar, and it will show me similar items, maybe even that exact item. So that's a great way to find stock photos if that's what you're looking for. But additionally, it can help you find pricing, both what the MSRP is, as well as what other people are selling it for. and you can see like how saturated the market is by how many or how little there is of something, and also finding the specific name of the item. This is really important with my second tip, which is about Google optimization, the search engine optimization. If your item can't be found, your item can't be sold, essentially. So going back to that idea about using the Google Lens, you take the photo with your camera, maybe that item specifically comes up or similar items, but even if you don't have that, the title and the photos that you take are so important for selling your item. So eliminate feeling words. It is a search engine, it's not a search person. So if you're the type of person who says like if this is my favorite sweatshirt and I describe it as like cozy, incredibly comfortable, sentimental sweatshirt. I'm going over the top just to describe. People aren't going to be on Google search looking for cozy, sentimental, softest ever sweatshirt, right? Or cute. Cute is a big one. Cute leggings. They're not going to be looking for cute leggings. They're going to be looking for dry wick fabric. They're going to be looking for bubble sleeve. So my formula for how I do titles, they're in this order, and I might put these in the comments so you can see. Number one is brand. Get the brand, and get the brand spelling right. So if the brand is, let's say, Anne Klein, I'm putting Anne Klein first. I'm making sure that I'm spelling Anne Klein correctly. Next, I'm putting, if it's new with tag, that's something I automatically want the buyer to know. I want them to know that the item that they're getting hasn't been worn before, or even new without tag. Maybe the item that you picked up or that you're selling from your own closet is not new with tag. Don't worry about putting that there. That's just something that if I'm a buyer, I want to know if the item that I'm getting is new. The next are the specifics. So this is where you eliminate the feeling words, not cute, not cozy, not comfy, and you're putting instead the print. So if it's leopard print or it's camo, or you're putting in crochet, if that's how you would describe it. 100% silk. These are things that buyers want to know. Pima cotton, right? And then what the item is. So if the item is, and I might even put a silhouette in it, if it's an A-line dress, if it's a maxi dress, if it is a cropped sweater, like I want to put those specifics in. And then if I have room, I'm also doing the color of the item, the primary color, and the size. We have 50 characters within Poshmark. There are more with eBay. There are more with Mercari. I'm speaking specifically to Poshmark just because that's the app that I sell the most on. So with those 50 characters, how can you take up the most space so that a search engine can pick out your item? And the thing that's cool about that is if you have a buyer that's not even on the Poshmark app, like they don't even own the app, Google search will find that item and they can still buy it through Poshmark even if they're not on the Poshmark app. So that's why you want to be super specific about your search words. And spelling, like I said, is so important. If you already have a closet full of items, go back and number one, update your listings so that they have this formula that I've just included. Once again, that's brand, specifics, what the item is, color, and size. And go back and check the spelling of that title so that it is searchable. Number 3 for making sales is to share daily. Now, Poshmark's made this easier because they now have what's called batch sharing. So in the past, and probably in the future when I'm on vacation, I use a virtual assistant. It is a person. He does have the login to my account and he shares my closet. But now that they have this batch sharing feature, what's nice is you can quickly select all the items in your closet and just hit share and it will automatically share all those items. So what used to take me 30 minutes to share about 450 items now takes me 8. So that's amazing. And with that, I talked about a virtual assistant. That's something down the road. I might do a more advanced look at reselling, but for right now, that's not something that you have to worry about. Just know that that batch sharing is available. Number 4 is to list daily. So if you want to be selling items, you need to be listing items. If you think about it, if you want to sell one item a day, you need to at least be listing one item a day so that there's always something to replace it. I don't know this to be factual, but I do believe it to be so, that the algorithm in Poshmark favors people who are active within. And if you think about it, if I am a seller but I haven't logged in 2 months, not only has my item gone to the bottom of search, but additionally, Poshmark isn't going to necessarily show those things because I'm not going to necessarily give someone a good customer experience if Poshmark thinks that I'm absent. So if I'm sharing daily, to go with that idea of batch sharing in the last idea that we had, batch photos. So while I might not have something to list every single day, what I'll do is I will take a bunch of photos, and this is how I would do it if I was a brand new person. I'd take the photos of all the things that I wanted to sell for my closet, for my husband's closet, make sure it's not his favorite things, it's something he actually wants you to get rid of from your child's closet, and photograph everything all together. Just say, I'm going to listen to my favorite podcast, I'm going to photograph for an hour, 30 minutes, and I'm going to take all these photos and I'm just going to save them as drafts within Poshmark. And then I do what's called a slow leak. So what that does is, if I photographed 14 items, rather than sending everything to be shown on that day, I will share one item per day, and then I have 2 weeks worth of content, I guess you could call it. And so in doing that, I always have new items that might bring buyers back, or might have former followers coming and seeing what's going on in my closet. So that's number 4, is to list daily. Number 5 is to relist, and go with me on this one, or eliminate stale inventory. Now, if you are starting a reselling business, my advice to you would not be go out, thrift, and buy all of the things and just see how they do. I think the best way to start reselling, and I think this is, a lot of people will say this, is that you start with your own. So if I'm selling my own, it doesn't feel like a loss, because those are things that I got wear out of, that I enjoyed, and now I can pass them on. Start with your own, start with your family, start with your friends. Tell them what you're doing. If you have a friend, let's say, who has a garage sale, say to that friend, hey, whatever you don't sell, would you like to donate? And I, can get rid of it for you. In doing that, and I wrote this in all caps because it's such an important message, and I think it's how I've learned most of what I've done from reselling. You have no investment, 0 investment to start, and it's pure learning. What do I mean by that? Well, if I'm grabbing clothes from friends, from family, they're going to have different brands than what I have. They're going to have different sizes than what I have. This is how I've learned, certain sizes in bra sell really well that I wouldn't necessarily have in my closet. Brands that I might not pick up sell really well. And all I'm doing is just learning as I'm going what does and doesn't move well, so that when I am ready to take those profits, turn around and invest them into thrifting, I have a better idea what is or isn't going to sell, what's going to be a good or bad buy. So that's a little bit, just to recap my 5 tips: Google Lens, the titles, sharing daily, listing daily, and relisting or eliminating stale inventory. Some places that you can take that stale inventory, if you have like local consignment stores, that's a good place to take it. You can send it in on ThreadUp online, and they will sell the items for you. For some reason, there are brands that sell really well for me on ThreadUp that I can't move out of my closet for the life of me. You could also have like a frock swap with friends, where everybody brings their own clothes over and you kind of trade, like whoever wants what. That was something I did long before I used to resell. You can send in also to local consignments, ThreadUp, or you can just donate. If it's something that you're not, looking to make a huge profit from, you're not just like getting rid of your Burberry purse, right? It's like a Target sweatshirt, and just donate it. Because I've also found when I eliminate some of the things in my closet, kind of the clutter, more eyes get on more desirable items. So those are those 5 tips for you guys. And now getting into what I sourced at the thrift. I'm going to call this like a culmination of a thrift trip because I went thrifting in Massachusetts last Monday at Savers, and I picked up a lot of items, and 3 of the items did not work for me. They either, like, I was planning on wearing them, but I wasn't that impressed when I got them home, or like it didn't fit how I was hoping. So I went back to Savers today and I traded those 3 items for 4 more items, which I'm going to sell. So I am going to show you what that thrift trip, those 2 thrift trips with 1 price point came to. And actually the 4 items were slightly cheaper than the 3 items, and I got 8 cents back. So that was nice. So we are coming up on a trip to Hawaii. So I decided I was going to get some things for that trip. And what's nice about that is that, like I was saying before, you can wear it for a little bit and have that revolving closet. So I bought some things for Hawaii that I'm going to wear, and then I am going to flip them after my trip to Hawaii. I wanted to have a lot of bathing suits, so these were in excellent condition. The first thing that I got was this Ciao Bella suit. Super cute. It's got the cups. It's got adjustable straps, and it's gold. So love this, and I don't really have many one pieces. I think my average cost of goods, I want to say, was like between $7 and $8 for these. I also, every time I go to Savers, I'm always sure to take at least one pair of sale inventory, or 1 item, to get the 20% off coupon, so that I can use that on the purchase for the day. But it only works up to $100, just know that. The next thing I got, another bathing suit, but an excellent brand. I don't know if I'm actually going to wear this or I'm just going to sell it. This is the brand Splendid. They have their own standalone stores. Splendid actually doesn't resell as much as it retails for. That's something important to know. So this like ties around, I don't know if you can see, ties around the bandeau top, and then there's like an opening. And then the back is this like cinched lace up, but it's real cute and it's in excellent condition. It looked like it might not even have ever been worn. These items have been washed. The next thing that I got, I'm really excited to wear this in Hawaii. It is, I think it's 100% pure linen. I can check. It might be cotton and linen. This is a brand that I would not pick up just to resell unless I found it at the bins for under $2, but because I'm going to wear it, I don't mind that I spent this amount because I'll get some use out of it before. This is Loft. So Loft retails for a lot, but it doesn't resell for a lot. It's this really cute romper. It's like a, I don't know, can you call it a midi length if it's not a dress? I think you have to call it like a cropped pant, straight leg, and it's got these really cute, Phoenix Fashion Week is here. Hi. I hope you're liking these. It's got pockets and the cinched waist. So I do think that this is 100% linen, but I will be wearing this to Hawaii before I resell it. And I might even keep it a little bit longer just because California, since it does stay warm, I feel like there's no rules about white after Labor Day. Phoenix Fashion Week can correct me if I'm wrong. So I might wear it for a little bit longer and then resell it. The next, I don't know what it is with me in Loft. I think this is like the true marker of being in your 30s, is like you shop at Loft a lot. This is another Loft romper. And this one is a high neck. It's very lightweight cotton. It's embroidered. Also has pockets. That's like a must for me. And ties up the back, and then it also ties at the waist. So this one will be another that I will wear in Hawaii and resell later, but just a super quick like throw on. I'm gonna save my most exciting for last. These I bought today. I've never found this brand, so I was really excited to find it. They are Gymshark. I paid $4.49, but I had 20% off from the coupon, so under $4. And they're like this ombre pink on the bottom, gray on the top. And the comps look pretty good for Gymshark. And I know leggings always sell every time of year, so that's those. I had a really hard time differentiating, or like choosing rather, what I was gonna leave and what I was gonna take, because I went to the leggings and activewear section and I found a lot of stuff. There was like, I never found this brand before. Is it Calia? Is like the Carrie Underwood brand, but they looked a little outdated. So after checking comps on those, I decided I wasn't gonna sell them. I found a lot of Victoria's Sport that I ultimately decided on passing on. These were $8.49, 20% off of that. These are the pink ultimate leggings, and they were in excellent condition. So I picked these up. Pink is always a solid seller. As far as like mall brands go, it will move. Will it move for like $300? No, but it will move quickly. Next this is a brand I would not normally pick up, and I want to talk about why I decided to pick it up. Somebody asked what store this is. This is all from Savers, and I had a 20% off coupon. I don't pick up this brand because, this makes me happy. I just saw the sizing tag as an extra small, and I happen to know that this brand runs big. I picked this up because I knew that I personally could wear it. I knew that it wasn't a loud print, but this is the brand LuLaRoe. They sell leggings. I do not like their leggings. I do not like their prints. I do not like their business model, but this was for sale. It is a maxi dress. My husband says it looks like a muumuu, but this is again like something quick that I can throw on to go to the beach, or just throw on to pick my son up from school. And this was $11.79, 20% off of that. And once again, this is something I can wear and flip. I tend to shop a lot in my own size, so that anything that does not sell ultimately could be worn by me. It's just like one of my many hacks to eliminate cost of goods. If you wear it, it's not a cost of good, it's yours. I found these shoes. I don't normally pick up this brand, although I know that it does well. This is Soft. These are in such good condition. These are not my size, so I have to sell these. See, pretty much brand new. They are leather upper, and they're this really cool laser cut design. So I picked these up for $9.49. Comps looked good on these. That's a good price for leather as well. And we're gonna get those listed hopefully today. I'm gonna do the photographing process like I told you guys, batch photographing. So I'll do the photographing today, and then I'll do my slow leak of items over the week. And then this was the best find that I had. Now I wanna be clear that when you find some higher end or luxury items, just because something sells for a lot, just like Loft, doesn't mean that it will resell for a lot. I mean, I know that Victoria's Secret leggings are like, they can be like $75, and they'll resell for like maybe 15 to 20. So just know that just because something is very expensive up front doesn't mean it will hold its value. This dress initially is $465. It is by Nicole Miller, and it is in my size. I found it in Boston. I don't know if you can tell what's going on here. There's like a cutout in the back, and it zips on the top and the bottom. And I also found out that this dress is rented on Rent the Runway. So that's a good indicator also that something is desirable, because people are willing to pay to rent it and not even own it. It is rented, I think, for $50. I picked this dress up for like $10. I'm going to wear it to a wedding if it doesn't sell. And I have it listed, I think, for $88 right now. So if it doesn't go for as high as I'm asking, like if I get a low ball offer, let's say like $45, I think normally I'd accept that, but because I know that I could wear this to a wedding, I'm really gonna hold out until after that event before I lower the price on it. So I hope that clarifies for you guys a little bit about how I source. I did spend quite a bit of time today using the Google Lens, like I was talking about, and using the Poshmark app to check comps, or what the items were previously bought at, to eliminate things like the Carrie Underwood leggings, if I'm saying that right. The 32, I think I picked up some 32 degrees I picked up some, what else did I pick up? A lot of degrees, 90 degrees, 32 degrees, some Victoria's Secret, and some Nike actually that I let go of, and a new with tags, Old Navy. I'm a person who personally loves Old Navy leggings, but they don't resell that well. So even though it was new with tags, I let that go. So I hope that clears up some questions that you guys might have about reselling. I was really excited to hit that $20,000 profit mark yesterday. It has been exciting. I'm not going to necessarily hit the goal that I had for this year, but I think setting kind of an audacious goal is always a good idea because you'll work that much harder to get to it. The reason I don't think things will go as quickly as they have been is because I've been so busy teaching classes now at Orange Theory as of last week. I have 6 classes now and they're going to give me 2 more. And I've also been subbing. So obviously time spent out of the house is time spent away from that, is also time spent away from counseling clients. So you just have to be wise with how you're spending your time. And if this is something that you want to do to fill in the gaps. And what I love about this is I can list all of those batch items that I photographed while I'm hanging out with my husband at night. So while we're watching TV, I can be listing. So it's just, it doesn't become one more thing to do. It becomes a way that I'm filling my time productively, if that makes sense. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. It's been a blast sharing with you. If there is interest in the future, I might share some even more detailed tips about reselling, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye.